Hello beautiful people, this is still Daybreak Africa on KAFTAN television where we imagine a beautiful world, and you know that today is Friday and we are on our entertainment segment. My name is Miracle Odunayo.
And my name still remains Joshua Odeji, still keeping the serious face even on a Friday. Good morning.
Weekend, I beg.
No, this weekend, everybody knows that every weekend I'm the entertainer. This weekend I just want to bone, I want to reflect on through this weekend. Alright, welcome back to the show. Just joined us, is still Daybreak Africa, and yes, I hope you're enjoying the reports we gave to you. But then it's time to go to our discussions for today. Well, today we're looking more into relationships and lifestyle. One of the very topical things in this aspect has to do with one of a very sensitive matter. I want to even tell everybody, every parent there, this is rated 18 in the actual sense too. So please just ensure that you try as much as possible to guide your teenagers watching this particular aspect. But then it affects them so it affects everyone in society, because at the end of the day, family, even though it's the smallest unit of the society according to themselves, to the social studies or social sciences, the truth is that family happens to play one of the most important roles to the development of society. But then one of the things that is affecting the relationship cycle as we speak is this issue called the body count. And today on Daybreak Africa, I'll be looking at it in such a way that let's just address this once and for all. Does body count really count? Does body count really matter in relationships? Today, we are having relationships whereby we see people going to go get married, going to enter into relationships, and with a lot of baggages, actually, with a lot of baggages. Before it used to be the virgin meetings, but now it's more of everybody has what they call body count. And what is body count to our terminology? Body count actually has to do with amount of sex partners you've had before the person you're going to either date or get married to. And to discuss with us today, actually, we have with us in the studio a thespian, and yes, she's also a social commentator in the person of Tajudeen. Barakat, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome to the show, Barakat.
All right, so we're talking about this issue called body counts and how much it matters in relationships. But let me ask a question from your own perspective. How do you see the relationship cycle, the relationship scene in our generations today as regards what we used to, at least even if we don't used to have it, what we used to see in films before, in the 90s and the 2000s and all that?
It's totally different, because the relationship pool now is bullshit. For real. Relationship pool now is absolute bullshit. It's all rubbish. It's all messed up. That's one thing I would say for sure. Because I don't understand. A lot of things is actually going on in relationship too. We have a situation. Yesterday I was having this discussion with a friend of mine. So we were discussing about you being in a relationship. Yeah, I know we're talking about body count here, but for this aspect, we're talking about you being in a relationship. Okay, you're in a relationship with a guy and you're also cheating. As a girl, like, okay, he was now explaining some things to me. I was now looking at it like, okay, you are in a relationship. Perhaps let's say you and your guy, probably you do have issues, which is a normal thing, yeah, to have issues in relationship. But on the other side, there's this guy giving you attention.
The joy
that, okay, yeah, while your guy is messing up, the guy is there to tell you sorry, be fine, everything will be good, blah blah. So one thing in a relationship, we all know, one thing that strengthens relationship, that builds relationship, is communication. Yeah, we know communication is there. When the communication is there, the attention is there.
Attention, very
so important. Like, even aside from aside from the guy giving you money and all this that two things, attention and communication, is one thing that, okay, yes, it actually captivates. I don't know if there are many girls that, okay, they've had that kind of thing, they've given them attention, I've given them this communication, but they still feel, okay, money is needed, stuff like that, that's not enough, stuff like that. But still, when you're in a relationship with your guy and another guy is giving you attention outside, so that guy that is giving you attention, in your own mind you're like, since this guy is giving me attention, why don't I just go for him? And there's no how you people will be talking. You can't be communicating on a daily basis. You can't have the attention and communication. And you're telling me the feelings is not there. It's not possible. You can't tell me that. So that's how this bestie shit. Like, okay, bestie. I will tell you. There's no how you tell me you have a bestie.
An opposite sex?
An opposite sex, thank you.
Good.
So there's no way you tell me you have a male bestie as a girl and you don't have feelings for each other. No, it's a lie. Is ever the other party is having feelings for you, or you're having feelings for the other party?
Exactly.
Yes. There's no how it can happen. So you're telling me, okay, you're in a relationship and the guy is okay, let's leave the bestie side apart. Okay, someone that actually just met you and the person just, okay, oh, you're beautiful, I like you, but you're in a relationship. There's nothing bad if you have a male friend per se, and there's nothing bad if you give guys your contact or something, but still I'll just look at him like, okay, yes, you're in a relationship, you're paying attention to another guy.
There's something my friend once told me. It was like, do not ever talk to another guy who is not your boyfriend more than your boyfriend. That's just it.
Don't give
him that attention more than the way you are giving it to your boyfriend. Don't talk to him more than the way you're talking to your boyfriend. And I was like, wow, that is really good. That's
just how it is, because this thing that we're talking about now, like, okay, you're paying attention to this person and you're telling me you're not developing feelings. Sooner or later, when you and your guy have issue, even if it was before the guy came into the picture, if it was, okay, probably you guys have this misunderstanding and it's something that, okay, on the norms is a regular thing to you. When you guys have misunderstanding along the line, it will be fine, you guys will settle. But once another person start coming into the picture and you guys are having a rift in your relationship, you and you guys have issue that, okay, on the norms, if you guys have it, you guys just settle it amicably among yourself. But another party is now getting involved. You're not telling the person everything. The guy is now, who told you that guy that is coming himself not better person? Bro, forget it.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That other guy, he himself, you can't tell me that guy too has never had a girlfriend or something. Yeah, there are a lot of people. See, we might just be looking at, okay, people are in a relationship, every guy is in a relationship, every girl is in a relationship. Believe me, there are some guys that have never been in a relationship. Yes, they are grown up and they've never been in a relationship.
Okay. I know one actually. I know one.
And there are guys and there are girls.
That is true actually.
How is it? Okay.
And there are girls out there that they've never been in a relationship. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I actually, my present boyfriend has never been in a relationship.
Because before you guys met.
Yeah, before we met, he has never been in a relationship.
Okay, confirmed. Like
you really sure?
Yeah.
You can't judge a book by its cover.
What was trying to go to majorly was the fact that now let's address this place. I think you were able to touch the place of where the whole scenario in our relationship was, like you addressed it, that it's a mess as we speak.
Yeah, it is.
Total mess as we speak. Yeah. Because I feel people don't really have understanding of what relationship is
all about
before they actually enter into it. Because I've seen relationships of our generation where I ask them a question, maybe because I don't know whether I'm archaic, I don't know whether because I come from the Stone Age or maybe I come from one generation. I just ask this question, okay, so when are you guys getting married? And I'm like, married, like we are just dating to
what is the essence of this? Like, what is dating itself?
Of dating itself when you guys don't actually
plan on getting married.
So I don't know, from your own perspective, do you think people in this generation really understand what that terminology relationship means?
I don't think so, to an extent, because as they would say, Gen Z, that word Gen Z is causing a lot of things. Okay. Honestly, that word Gen Z is causing the Gen Z that is making a 17 years old date a 15 years old, and you people are telling me that you people are in a relationship. Are you guys wait? Are you guys what are you thinking? What are you guys thinking? A relationship that you were telling me that, okay, your boyfriend is 18. Okay, let's say 18, even 18 self is still on that check. Okay, we are actually taking the modern culture and we are infusing it into the African culture, which is really affecting us. Yeah, it's really affecting us. So you're telling me a 17 years old, yeah, dating a 15 years old, and you people are already telling me you're loving each other. There is no how you people are dating 17, 15, and you're telling me this thing is leading to marriage. You people should stop that thing. Except if the thing is, they are not doing family.
It's not a family
marriage
thing. You know, in the
they are not doing family marriage again. So it's not a family marriage that can say, okay, yeah, this thing will lead to something. But this one nowadays, even if they are doing family marriage, if they have even betrothed this person to, okay, they betrothed them to each other when they were too small. In this era, you people can't tell me that thing will lead to marriage, because they will definitely grow up and be like, no, I have feelings for someone else, I have feelings for someone else. So that marriage in that olden days, this thing is no longer working in this our era. So you are telling me that all these small children that are in a relationship now, they want to get married. Even adults self that are even in relationship, they are not too sure that they want to get married. Not to talk of 17 dating a 15 years old or 16 dating a 15. Even most relationship nowadays, most marriage nowadays, most marriage come together because they got pregnant
before.
They got pregnant. So out of that pregnancy, okay, to avoid shame, that's even for some people, to avoid shame or something, just like, okay, let's just get married. That's just it. Let's just get married. But there are a lot of people that, okay, at least those ones, they are still better. They got pregnant and they got married. But some people, that's how pregnancy people just single parents are much out there, because okay, they just got pregnant out of wedlock.
And I even feel like this dating of teenagers, that's where this body count of a thing starts from.
Yeah,
like, because you can't, I feel like the way things are going now, everybody, we shouldn't lie to ourselves. Adults in relationship engage in premarital sex. We shouldn't lie.
There's no hours.
100%. Let's say
even teenagers.
100%.
That's the
Let's
issue
say
of the 17 to 15 people there.
Let's say 70% are engaged in premarital sex.
70%.
Okay, let's say 90%.
80. Let's say 15%. Let's
They are
just
still very, very righteous people.
Yeah, that's 85%.
I would say 70 to 75% are in premarital, like engaged in premarital sex. I think that's where that this body count of a thing starts.
That's from here.
How can we call? I don't know if there is a.
Let's not even go to come first. I want to ask a question. Honestly, this one, let's cut across. Let's make it, general. Do you think premarital sex is okay? Let's be sincere with ourselves. Then this we can say it the way we let's be hard. Is premarital sex okay? Let's be sincere.
Premarital sex. This thing is actually 50-50, I would say.
Okay, 50-50.
50-50. 50 that it is not okay because that's what leads to body count.
Exactly.
And 50 that it is okay because like this now, there's no you cannot expect someone to get married and you not enter marriage. That's when you will know that okay, this person cannot satisfy you.
You are not sexually
satisfied. That's where my own question starts from. How do you even know what satisfies?
God will not let us see. God,
I've heard of couples that after they got married, the guy was like, oh, no sex before marriage. And when they got married, for 3 years, the man did not touch the wife. All in the name of the guy was actually impotent, and he did not tell the sister during their courtship.
So that kind of
and after during their courtship, no sex. So and the sister said no problem. Oh, that's sex.
No, we will not be happy for that kind of thing when you and a guy are in a relationship.
And the guy is the one telling you.
The guy is the one telling you that no sex before marriage. No, you'll be happy. You'll be excited that okay, yes, I want this. Actually,
exactly.
You will be excited.
So imagine that they are having the issue now. The man cannot. Is impotent.
It's important.
So okay, on exceptional cases like this, because I feel those kind of questions should come during courtship, and I think the courtship.
But some people are not being honest during courtship.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I even like the one you pointed out of 3 years. This one I want to point out. I saw the news story yesterday, and it was so annoying. This is a pastor in the United Kingdom. He was dating a lady. They dated for 3 years. He did not touch her according to his faith, because Africans, we are religious. We are very religious. Religion is good, though it has its side effects too. Very religious guy. He didn't touch the lady. He didn't do anything. So on their wedding night, he discovered that she was a transgender.
Right now, okay, so imagine that kind of thing.
And the another thing was that he stabbed her 40 times. Her in 30 killed her, and is now facing the court and all that. That was how dejected he was and all that. That's why I think people are not, because I'm saying one of the reasons why I even brought this topic to light is because I'm seeing some posts on social media where you see ladies it's been a conversation for over 2 weeks now. The two popular conversations: single mothers, body counts. Now let's go back to body counts. Now, I like your view. You said it's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
The place of no sex before marriage reduces the body counts. Then sex before marriage makes you know how well you can be satisfied. Though I was trying to ask, how do you know what satisfies you though? But then let's pen that. Yeah, I wanted to even ask reasons why sex has become very popular among people right now. And honestly, I think pornographic industry too causes a whole lot of things. People these days, due to internet, they watch terrible things. Terrible things.
Even movies that are not even let's just pornography aside. You know the series that you see, the series that they are releasing. Okay, you cannot tell me you watch a Bridgerton story. I don't know if you've seen a Bridgerton story, and you are telling me you are not imagining things in your head when you are watching it, when you are seeing a Bridgerton story. Or let's say Twinkles, we have all Americans, we have Sisters, and you are telling me you are watching all those kind of. That's why we have, I don't know, this PG parental guidance on movies that they used to, this restriction of parental guidance on movies, it's not working. It is not working.
No, I think it's working. It's supposed to work.
It is supposed to work, but it's not working. It's supposed to work, but it's not working. Imagine, okay, now, let's say, now with the way things are, everybody's now using, let's say, all this problem starts from gadgets, the phone, because now, a GSS3 student, a GSS3 should not be more than, let's say 12 or 13.
Yeah, 12, 13,
14, that age range, and they're already seeing things like that. Even me, when I put the institution, I have not, like, when did I start seeing all this kind of movies? I think it was when I was in 300 level or 400 level, I started seeing it, and that was because a friend of mine recommended those kind of movies for me. So then I started seeing those kind of movies. When I was in GSS3, I did not have a phone. No. The phone they even gave me when I was SS1, I took it to school, and the phone got lost. Like, I misplaced the phone, so I could not use it. Not until I got to SS3. That was when my daddy got a phone for me. That was when I wanted to go and write my WAEC. That was when he bought a phone for me. So it wasn't that kind of thing. But during that time, I started watching all those kind of things.
Definitely, you would have been damaged.
You go down bad. You go down past down.
Very, very bad.
So, but now, yes, even if you want to watch all those kind of, you want to see all those kind of movies, okay, I want to see movie that is set like adult rated movie. You will see GSS3 recommending adult rated movie for you.
I think I like this. I like this view that you.
GSS students recommending adult rated movie for you. Imagine, like, see all this. There was this TikTok trend. There was this TikTok video that trended at that time. One girl like that was twerking on the social media.
On social media,
one girl like that people were insulting her mom. We're like, okay, single mom, stuff like that. The woman now came and the woman wanted to start acting the cool woman. She wants to start playing how would I put it? She wants to start doing this pity face, like, oh, has not know anything about it.
How did the child learn how to work?
How?
You can imagine.
I think she saw somebody.
How?
And honestly,
and she has followers on TikTok. That girl has followers on TikTok.
Top followers. One of the things I wanted to even address there was, I thank God we even put it down to teenagers too as well. I teach Sunday school in church many times, and there was a particular day I was making a statement, and at a particular time I discovered that almost everybody in my teenage class they all watched this very popular TV series, not even the series, reality show, the highly rated 18, placed there, and these children, the oldest among them was 16. They already knew all the celebrities there. You ask many of them who their role models are. Their role models are courtesans,
Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Beyonce,
and all those things. So when I began to see those things, there was a particular time I left the class only for someone to send a report to me that when I was not in the class, they were playing truth or dare, and I ran back upstairs and I told everybody to just kneel down. Truth in the church. There is one case I addressed also within the church recently, and I discovered that they were sending nudes, and I asked them the question, how did you guys know about news and all? And do you know the annoying thing? You discover that a bulk, now this is not only the church I attend, many other churches, because I go around sometimes. You go to churches. There was a time I used to go teach at a school, preach at a school, do public speaking there, and you begin to hear things from some students that many of them, you discover that single parents, broken homes, very busy parents, and all those kind of things. You discovered how much those children are just left fallow. So they do, some of them, the first time they had sex was 13, 14.
Like 13?
I was in a bar, in town. I saw a young lady enter the bar, and thankfully, I thank God for the guys that were there. They were drinking that, and when they saw the girl in with another guy, they shouted at the two of them and chased them out. And I asked them what happened. They said, the girl is a neighbor to this one. She's in GSS. G what? So,
what are you doing in a
And you know the funny thing, when they got to the parents' house to complain and all those kind of things, the parents did not really feel anything about it. And now, these children grow up now, and now we are now entering into this issue of relationship. And they now tell you, don't look at my past.
What is don't look at my past?
Don't look at my past. Don't look at my past.
What's past?
Now,
And you know what you've done, and you
know
know
what you've done in the past. Now, and I asked myself a question. I asked the girl the question one time. So, what's your body count? You know, body count, like how many people have you been with? Because
some people don't seem to understand the meaning of body count. Some people used to think, okay, the number of times they've had sex. No, which is different. Body count is number of people that have slept with you,
both as a guy and as a girl.
But the thing is, now they don't count it for guys.
And they're supposed to count for guys.
They're supposed to count for guys. They don't count it for guys.
Oh my God,
They never count.
Actually, yeah, in my bad, you've got me.
Not count.
guys.
I know someone that's actually, I asked him to count this morning. This morning, he had counted 10. A guy. Okay. And he has forgotten. He was counting 12, 13. I was like, really? And he just said, during my service here, I think 4. I'm like, 4, okay.
That's what he even remembers.
That's what he remembers. He has not finished counting. He's still counting.
It will be more than that.
He's still counting. And honestly, though, it goes 2 ways. As a guy too, you can't be having too many, because I don't know whether you guys don't fear disease, but let's be sincere with ourselves. Does body count really matter in relationship? Can you date someone who has a very high body count? But let's spend there first. We minute on this. We ask this immediately after the break, actually. So let's go on a short break. We'll be taking Go Start. We're going to learn a lot of things about business, a lot of things about life, and yes, I hope you do a lot of things with whatever you learn from Go Start. So please enjoy Go Start. When we are back, we'll answer this very interesting questions. Does body count really matter in relationship? So stay with us. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back to the show. I hope you enjoyed Go Start. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things, and hopefully I'm still open with this one, because it's one thing to just keep watching Go Start and you don't do something about it. I hope you do something about what you learned from Go Start. Start up where you are. It's very, very important. So before we went on a short break, actually, before we took Go Start, we asked the question. We said, does body count really matter in a relationship? So let's start. Should I start from Odu? Let me start from you, very well. Do you think body count matters from your perspective?
I feel like it does not really count.
Okay.
Does not count.
That is towards a guy or to a girl?
For a guy, I feel like it does not count, because you know how guys can be just. But for female, hey God, female, you know how our body is. With time, you will feel it. That thing is in the body. You will start feeling it, because there's no way you can. Even the husband that's going to marry to you will know. No, because you know how the private part is an expanded place and all of that. There's no way he's not going to know. Even if he does not know, it will tell on your own body, yourself. So I feel like for a guy it does not count, but females, let's just say it does not count for female too, but your body will tell.
But your body will tell.
Your body will tell.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Barakat, let's see.
From you, I'll actually say, yeah, it doesn't really matter, but the same it will tell. You said something. You said if for a female the vagina stuff like that. Am I allowed to?
Yeah, no,
okay.
You can.
Yeah, for
it's the 18 actually.
Okay. Like for the vagina, it will tell. if it will tell giving birth, vagina still expand when you give birth, but it still comes together. You know what's going on. A lot of things are happening. You should understand that a lot of things are happening. Girls are really doing things
to keep themselves tight.
To keep themselves tight.
Yes.
That's just it.
Exactly.
To keep themselves tight. So you can't tell me there are guys that okay like this now. You cannot get married to let's say an ex hookup girl. If she like if she takes care of herself very well, if she takes care of herself, takes care of her vagina very well, takes care of her private part very well, and everything becomes neat. A guy will get married to her, will not even know that this girl
what about her body? It will tell.
Hello, that's why I say keep yourself healthy. There are a lot of girls that do you think because we see most girls that we see outside are girls are looking healthy. There are girls that you see outside that you feel this girl no, they don't spoil her life, and her life is still intact, like she's still a virgin. But girls that you don't even look that these girls, they'll be clean down there. But the only reason theirs is not open is because they maintain it very well.
Exactly.
They maintain it very, very well, very, very well. Most people like this now, we see they always open their eyes outside now pregnancy. Now Bella they always show say this person said they and there are some things there. Yeah, there are a lot of things. I would say for me, I thought about this topic. I've thought about it before. So I thought about it one time, like, if someone that I know was into, I said, hookup before, my brother brings that kind of, because I have an older brother. Yeah. My brother brings that kind of person on. I just feel like this is the person I want to get married to. And the person knows very well that I know her for what she's doing. Like, would I accept that kind of person?
No, thank God. Now let us hit that.
So I thought about it. I was like,
will you?
Like I was like,
it's hard.
Deep.
Okay.
I was like, if I'm to think about it, this is between my brother and the girl. No, I'm not the one getting married to this person. She's just like I'm a in-law, so it's between my brother and the girl. One thing is, I would say I would call my brother and ask, do you know about this person's past? No, the person will have the fear in the mind, and the person will be like,
because you are
this
weird,
sister, I know this my sister-in-law, she knows about me, stuff like that. And I will call my brother. Did this person tell you about her past? My brother said no, she did not tell me. I was like, were you the one that said you don't want to know about her past, or she decided not to tell you? So it depends on my brother's answer. So if my brother says that I was the one that told her not to, it's none of my business. But if he tells me that she did not tell me, like I asked her but she said we should forget, ask her. Ask her very well. No, ask her. I would never open my mouth to say anything. I won't. But ask her very well. Ask her about that.
I don't know. I will open my mouth.
And you remember that? No, I won't open my mouth because it won't be from my own side that I will spoil the relationship. Ask her because no, I would say ask her. So if you now ask her, if you press her, if she did not tell you, I can open the page for you. I will open the book for you and I will explain to you. But if it's between them, but me, I just feel, and on the other side, on the contrary, I also thought that there's no need for me to even intervene. And my brother say, now no one has seen herself. It's two of you, so there's no need. I don't think there's any need for me to even interfere. I wish people the best, but you people should go for checkup, please. Please make sure that womb is. In fact, if it's possible, go to 3 hospitals. Make sure that womb is intact and everything. She's free of any kind of disease.
Yeah.
If that is it, if she's free of any kind of disease and I won't be still intact, you guys are fine.
So you're talking about hookup now. Do you know that there are some people that they are not even into hookup, and their body count is even more than.
That's why I said that there are a lot of people that we used to look at outside and be like, this girl is a whore, she's into prostitution, she's into hookup, she's a runs girl, stuff like that. But that kind of person is not into runs. That kind of person.
Yeah, there are people that we have misconceptions about.
Exactly. That's why I said most people is pregnancy that is always revealing their secrets. I'm like,
you too,
you are also doing those stuff like that. A lot of people is pregnancy that is to reveal their true color. Yeah, it's pregnancy that is to reveal. So that's why I said, if by chance there are a lot of girls, people like them, and this thing itself that we're talking about, there are a lot of people that people used to look at, okay, this person is into hookup, she has a lot of body count, stuff like that, but no, she is not. And there are some that we have, God forbid, there are some things that like that this issues, this genetic issue that girls do have at times. Like, okay, yes, there are some girls that okay, they have this disease, like probably they have this womb, their womb is too weak to carry babies. So most people used to think, but she know, she know, back in the days when she has fornicated, she has done this, she has done that, so it has affected her womb, but which is a no,
actually,
which is a no.
Sometimes genetics, health issues, peculiarities,
stuff like that. That's how it is. But back to the discussion of the body count, I just feel body count doesn't really matter.
For me,
everybody is different. Everybody is
different actually. For me, and I think this is my own view. I think I should just balance it a bit with what society actually entails. You know, we come from a generation where virginity was dignity. Today was dignity. That's why I said was, because I know today virginity is.
A lot of people are into
virginity to the way elderly is respected. Virginity to this generation is nothing. To look as if you are Jima Jesus or you are someone.
I heard of a man that actually got married to a virgin, and the man was angry. It was like, are you telling me you are a virgin? What can you do when you were young?
Some guys like this will tell you, I cannot go for a virgin.
I don't want to go through that stress.
They should want me to open it when I get married.
I really think that.
Some people don't want to get married to a virgin.
But then, I don't know why. Our generation today, I feel it's messed up though. Like I said. But then, from my own perspective, I feel body counts should matter a bit. Now, for two reasons. One, in your counting, don't count my friend, please. Just take it out of it. What if
your friend is a victim?
Whether it's a victim or not, just count. Don't let any of my friends has counted you before. If they have counted, don't bother. We can be good friends, but
not
romantic. But we can be very good friends, but not relationship and all that. Just leave the relationship out of it. Then number two, the body count. It has number. It has range, because I feel, from my own perspective, I'm just saying from power, I feel body count tells a lot about you, tells a lot about how disciplined you are as a person, tells a lot about your choices, tells a lot about your attitude. Because I feel sex normally should, that is my own perception. If I am to have sex with somebody, I feel there's a level of intimacy, a level of knowledge
before you.
I should have had of that person before, because someone like me, I'm always health conscious, because I'm like, auntie, let's ask ourselves a question first, because let us know where we are going. But then you see ladies these days that 10, 11, if me I feel once you're even passing 5, auntie, what were you using your teenage life for?
Exactly.
What were you using your time to do? 5 is wow. 7, 10, and all those kind of things. But you know, the annoying thing I just have in our generation is that we just channel it towards women alone, not guys. And I think I need to speak to the guy's perspective. I feel any guy you see that has high body count can never be a faithful person in marriage. Let's damn the issue of guys are polygamous in nature. I don't believe that thing. If you are a monk, I believe everybody is according to your experiences in life. If you are a monk or lived with monks, you will not really value sex as much as someone that lived on the streets. And I feel marriage requires loyalty. Relationship requires loyalty. So if you are having multiple sex partners, a time will come, you will have issues with sperm count. God knows that one. A time will come, you begin to have issues with, I can't trust you. As a guy or as a lady, you can't be committed because your mind is damaged already. Memory is too much. I was telling someone something yesterday. Any guy that you see that has trust issues probably is
such a guy is not faithful.
Sorry, wrong for breaking.
Don't apologize to anybody. Yes, because people point accusing figures and ladies. Such a guy is not. Such a guy is not faithful.
So you see your leg.
Because you believe that okay, this thing that I'm doing,
she's also doing.
My baby is also doing it.
Okay,
I've had this scenario. I've had this kind of scenario.
Okay.
But I have this person is in a relationship. This person is in a relationship. He has a girlfriend. but he fornicate. The girlfriend does not stay around.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a distant relationship.
It's a distance relationship.
Oh.
But
like,
you're telling me,
don't like
you're
it.
telling me, funny enough, distance relationship does not really matter. It works fine for some certain people.
Yeah,
For some people, doesn't work.
some
Honestly,
people.
I would say distance relationship is not a problem for me.
Okay.
Wow.
For
It
me,
is not a problem for me.
It's a very big
100%
problem for
a
me.
Imagine you are telling me, okay, because your baby is not around and you love sex, so you have sex partners.
I even want us to talk
And
about
you
this.
don't have that trust in your babe because you told this girl to her face that okay,
I have a girlfriend.
the thing is, even your babe, you're telling your babe that yes, yes, you're in a relationship with her, but you can't do without having sex in a week or two.
I think that's a mental damage.
Like
Exactly.
you can't do without having. But tell me why? How come? How?
I think love should even constrain people from doing things.
Honestly, you're telling me you don't have you have this issue, you cannot do without sex in a week or two, stuff like that. So the girl was explaining this to me. She was not like, wait, so what if I'm not around, if I travel? He said he would find for real.
You're in a relationship.
And you're in a relationship with this person. I was like, yes, and that's how it is. He explained, he said, I said, see, don't worry, Seth. People should continue.
I even want us to talk about
People
this
should
thing.
continue.
This thing is rampant now. People having sex together and they'll tell you that just sex, no string attached.
No
Yeah.
strangers.
And I'm like,
I don't know whether
The one that makes me laugh
Just
the most
sex.
is when girls also do that kind of thing. Like
girls do that. They will know you are in a
see, we
relationship.
guys don't the thing is truly it counts on girls, yeah, the body matters. But still, as a girl, you are telling me that okay, you yourself, you are also involved. Even let's leave aside the fact that okay, yes, you are fornicating, you are doing this, you are doing that. But you are telling me you are also doing that thing. Let's have sex, no string attached.
No string
It's a lie. One of
attached.
you like each other. You people should stop deceiving.
I don't think I believe. I think one of the biggest problem of our generation is delusion. It's a very big problem. We think we can eat our cake
and have it.
and still have it at the same time, which is one of the most annoying things that we experience. I think from our statements, I have been observing that everybody has this displeasure towards the whole thing. I picked one of your statements earlier. You said it's a great thing if a guy is willing to not have sex till marriage. It makes it easier for the young lady, because I think many ladies will really love relationships where
The guy will say no sex before
no sex
marriage.
before marriage
Yes.
and all that, which
It's rare. Like really, really
Very
rare.
rare.
Really,
extremely
really
rare.
rare.
0.1% out of 100.
Let's look at it from this perspective. Do you think a time, or no, let's start from here. I think to a very large extent from our discussions I've discovered something. Our generation has issues with is mental, and the problem is not just mental, it's general, having people that have the same perception of relationship. Like you said, African tradition is never used to be like this before. It's this involvement of the Western culture into us, the phones, all those kind of things. And truthfully, we can't. Many people are already damaged already mentally because
A whole lot.
Films, pornography. You can't even tell. Okay, now I told us now that this program is rated 18. Now this particular segment is rated 18. They will see the 18 tag there, but many of them will still go and watch it with their children, which I don't even understand. But then let's look at it. How then do we begin to address the issue of people having multiple body counts, both as a guy and as a lady? Is it possible? Is there anything people, parents, peers can do? I feel the issue of virginity becoming a thing of
The past.
the past.
People
I
are
think it's
just
peer
dealing with
pressure.
it.
Drugs is peer pressure. What if we have peers that
I also against
are also
being
against
a
things like this?
virgin.
Nah. To an extent, it is a peer pressure. That's for secondary school. Secondary school, that's how I'll say it's peer pressure. You cannot tell me you're in a university and somebody is forcing you to go and have sex. Are you okay? No, it's not possible. And all this one that parenting. Your parents, okay, let's say okay, your parents are always with you. Okay, while you're in secondary school, your parents will drop you in school, come to pick you from school, things like that. But will they follow you to the institution?
They won't.
They won't follow you to the institution. If you get to institution, you will know that some students, some people They got this virgin when they gain admission into the institution.
Level, yes.
They use it when they gain admission into the institution. That's when some students got this virgin. There are a lot of students in the. There are even people that they don't have this knowledge about it. It is now that you see students are having knowledge, girls are having knowledge about it. They are already doing it before they gain admission into the institution. How many people? Okay, let's say out of 1,000 students that gain admission into the institution, out of that 1,000 students, yes, there's only 50. Only 50
that are still virgin.
950. They are no longer
damaged already.
They are damaged already from the house. And a lot of parents, there are some parents that we know about it. So parents, imagine parents doing family planning
for their child.
For their children in secondary school.
Yes, family planning.
Imagine parents doing family planning for their children in secondary school.
They know that their child is involved.
No, they know their child is involved in sex, so they'll do family planning.
Yes.
Now imagine, what do you expect from that kind of daughter?
Wow.
What do you expect from that kind of girl?
Family
planning that is meant for people that are already grown up, that they finish giving birth, that okay, yes, control people that I don't want to give birth again. But students in secondary school, their parents are already doing family planning for them. So what more do you expect from that kind of person? That kind of person will have like more than 100 body count, and the person will not even remember herself.
Because so she's free, or
she's free to do it, because that's like okay, I'll give you access, go and do it anyhow you like, you will not get pregnant. We have situation whereby we have parents that are also aborting pregnancy for their children.
Aborting for their kids.
Yeah. So that kind of person, you are telling me that okay, but see, there are some things that even thinking about it now, there are some kind of thing that we know that okay, yes. Okay, there are some kind of girls that we know that okay, yes, this thing, no, you cannot. It's a no for me. I would deny. I would decline down to my last blood. That no, this one is no. If I know that your parents are that kind, if I know your kind of parents, if I know the kind of parents you have with you, that kind of parents that okay, they already gave you control. Even all those control pills, everything like that, they are already damaging their womb already. They're already damaging their womb is already becoming weak already. So when you now get married, you get pregnant for 2 months, 3 months, they'll say that okay, the pregnancy got spoiled. Wow. Because you've overused all those things, you've overused it, so your womb is weak. Your womb is weak already, so these things can't work again. You can't get pregnant again. So if I should know you to be that kind of person, there's no how I will not tell my brother. There was no how I will not decline it, but I will not put my hand. It's not like if I have not declined it, if anything now happen afterwards, maybe my brother decides to get married to you.
Good.
It's now you people's problem. But I know that okay, yes, I already declined. I already explained things to you. You already know what this thing is. You already know what's happening. You already know how the thing has been from the back. I already explained things to you, but you decided to give yourself quiet. So there's nothing. You people should not tell me anything about it. So, but it's different from someone that is. See all this thing safe. All this issue.
The annoying thing is that some ladies even advise ladies, or some guys even advise themselves too as well, that don't. I was watching a program, I think it was TikTok or maybe Twitter, the X app. Well, it's still Twitter. I know Twitter is a popular name. But then I was watching some stuff, the video, and even a guy, that was one of the things that annoyed me, was even advising ladies that, though I know that honestly, it's the reaction from guys is true, but it was advising ladies that even if you had everything, not even a guy saying this now. I've even gone to a spiritual program before that they were doing relationship talk, and one of the moderators was saying it to ladies that you don't have to tell him all the details of the things you have done. You have to hide some things, and I'm like, really? Why? Now I want to ask this, because from a guy's perspective, though I know guys too, they do a lot of nonsense
and they won't talk
and all that.
Even if they talk, it won't show on them.
It reflects.
How?
You people don't know that it reflects. It reflects.
So how will a lady know that this guy has multiple sex, has done this?
That's it.
How will I know?
You will know with time. I don't think that it did not pack diseases.
Apart from diseases now, you won't know.
Even mental strength of that kind of person. A lot of things comes in attachment with. A lot of baggages come with having multiple sex partners. Exactly. A lot of memories. You discover that at a time you can't even satisfy him. You won't be able to satisfy him, because at the end of the day, even if you even are able to satisfy him to a degree, memories of past stuff. You see, memories is one of the craziest things. Sometimes we all want to relive memories because You want new highs. And there are times when guys can be lonely. Even in marriage, guys can sit down one place and just begin to think. It's just a normal guys thing, not because they hate you or anything. They are just basically, it happens to me. They're just like, I just want to just sit and reflect. And in reflecting, sometimes there are memories you want to relive. They'll be like, that girl, she wants to date this place. Just for the adventure part of it. And these things it becomes habits. Hope you know it's learned. Before you know it becomes an habit, something you can't control, something you just keep, and you catch them today, they tell you sorry tomorrow. It reflects. It's even today this. Well, but then why hide things as sensitive as that? Because you know, even your future actions, these things, we are able to use it to predict.
But I need to ask you a question, as a guy now. If you have a girlfriend, I know you're married actually, but you have a girlfriend, and maybe I'm just saying the person already had like 7 body counts, and the person is telling you, and you really love this girl, what will be your reaction? Because you mentioned the other time that in as much already counting 5, 7, 10, it's a no-no for you. What would be your reaction? We used to date the person, we used to marry the person.
Perspective of myself, my own self, me as a person. I won't date you if you have 7 body counts. Imagine. So now wait. That does not mean there are no guys out there. I know guys that knows. I used to live growing up. I used to live close to brothels. In my streets, there are 2 brothels in my area, and I've seen guys actually wanting to date. Being around enough now, I've seen guys that actually wanted to date courtesans, people that you call hookup ladies. Wanted to even marry them, knowing fully well.
Yeah.
See,
there's some guys that like that. They're like, okay, I want girls that already have the experience. I want to feel the experience of having sex. There's some guys that just reason like that. I want to explore.
There are guys that want to even marry people that have bad past.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To some people, body count doesn't matter. Honestly.
To some people, it doesn't matter. But then it just shows. But then everything is in the past. All of us have past. But,
exactly.
But on the rounding off note, Joe, what's your advice to ladies out there who are just starting up life and wanted to take that route of you have this thing they call I don't want to use the statement, you just call it the freelance phase. Let me use the freelance phase, but we know it's the phase where you just want to explore. What advice do you have for people like that at this particular time, looking at the fact that at the end of the day, internet does not forget, neither does memories forget?
Okay, I would say that to girls, if you want to choose a partner, because like this now, everybody's picking a partner, why don't you just calm down, take your time to pick a partner, and just know that, okay, this thing I am venturing into
must work.
Yeah, it must work. I want it. Everything, both medical aspects, family aspects, everything. Be sure that, okay, yes, there is nothing breaking us up. There is nothing coming in between us. Regardless of whatever. If you know this person is the person I want to grow up with, yes, please stick to this person. One thing I'll tell you, in a relationship, if you want to build a perfect relationship, make sure that your partner, regardless of whatever might happen in you people's relationship, make sure a third party does not interfere. No. A third party must not interfere whatever issue you and your man are having. So like things like that, when that's how people get used to each other. Okay, yes, if maybe your guy offends you, okay, I don't like this thing, so something happened. Yes, let's just run it. And don't be giving yourself, or don't be fighting unnecessary fights. That's not even relevant. Things are not supposed to be big issue. People shouldn't make a big issue out of things.
Just to keep the relationship.
Yes, okay. And make sure this relationship that you are trying to keep is going to work out. So for that, if you know this is work out, people should work on your sex part too. It's not every time people should be having sex. At least if people should let the distance be there, even if it's once in like 3 months, once in like 4 months, stuff like that. You people should make sure you work on it. Yeah, for girls, I'll tell you that's the best thing for a girl. But for a guy, guys might be like, this thing cannot work, stuff like that. Regardless, make sure that will work for you. As a girl, make sure it works for you. Because if eventually the thing does not let her work out, like the way we're having 7 years relationship, 8 years,
after investing body investment.
That's what I'm telling you. So even if you guys later break up along the line, you will not regret that at least it was not much.
Alright, that I made myself
so that's just it. So keep yourself clean and Just
And
try
take care
to
of yourself. It's very important.
Take care of
Take
yourself.
care of
Well,
yourself.
thanks so
Down
much,
there.
Barakat, actually,
You're
for
welcome.
the whole discussions and all that. Yeah. Well, we've learned something. In fact, some of the things you guys said I never knew existed, like the place of the family planning for children. I will do my research actually. I will definitely do my research. Actually. But then, thanks so much. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much.
But then
Thank
it's
you.
time now to just take sports and some other things, and after that we'll come back here and see our conclusions and our goodbyes finally on Daybreak Africa, as we wish you a very good weekend. So enjoying sport. We'll be right back very soon. Welcome back to the show. I hope you enjoyed the package we gave to you recently. But then it's time to go, and it's time to say our goodbyes too as well. It's time to go for this weekend. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say everything. Like I'll miss you guys. I'll miss you guys. Happy weekend. The weekend officially starts from now on. Yes, I'm going to be fasting all weekend. Like I said earlier.
And you will break with other people who want barefoot.
It's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of the process actually.
Okay.
But then I think reasons to fast now is even getting more, because with what you guys said now, I still have to do a lot of research.
Pray for mothers, pray for fathers, pray for children, especially our teenagers.
Teenagers especially, you
guys
guys are
really need
doing real stuffs. Some parents too are not really helping. Oh, you tell me that parents are doing family planning care.
They are doing it, my brother.
Ha! But then it's well. One of the things I just want to just say before we just round off is for guys out there, I think one thing is you feel that maybe guys are not held accountable for things as little as body counts. But honestly, like I postulated when we were discussing, it's something that you should also focus on at the end of the day, because people will actually ask questions. Even if people don't ask questions, it's going to tell them your attitudes in marriage. I've seen guys that told me they will never cheat on their wives, they will never fornicate or commit adultery in marriage, but they were great fornicators before marriage. Today they are still committing adultery.
They will. Why would they just
They are
stop?
still. None of them are. Hey God, okay, I'm casting my friends, but let us leave it at that. None of them have changed actually. None, not one have changed. So definitely it's something that you must work on, because it becomes attitude. And as a young lady too, I think ladies should even have more control. Biologically, you should have more control. So please, as much as possible, try and guide yourselves. It's not supposed to be. And at the end of the day too as well, in case you've had a lot of things, please be open. Anything you hide now, we cast later. That's just the hash truth.
Okay.
Anything you hide now, it will cast later. So it's just one thing I just want to just tell us. But then, to meet again on Daybreak Africa Monday. I won't do an affidavit. I don't do an affidavit on weekend actually. Even though I wish to change my name, my name still remains.
I might change my name. I might get married before one day.
It's not possible.
How is it not possible? I
Because
don't
I know
understand.
it's not possible.
I can get married tomorrow.
You won't. My name still remains Ikhonede Joshua.
And my name is Miracle Odunayo.
Bye guys.